Okay, so due to some technical difficulties, I'm actually going to take advantage of this time to complete the sermon via video. This is the conclusion that would have proceeded from where I started at originally in the sermon that was originally submitted. Again, this is for Professor Yeaton, and again, here's my conclusion. My friends, as you have heard today, we must keep what God has taught us. We must look to His Word for encouragement, and we must consistently live out what Christ has done in us in practice until the very end. God has demanded our faithfulness through the text Paul wrote Timothy, and we should remain faithful regardless of where we find ourselves. Just as my faithfulness to my training has granted me the reward of sergeant in the U.S. Army, so too must we look for the heavenly reward Jesus has promised us in His eternal presence. Faithfulness to the gospel is not easy, but we should live it out as Paul did until the very end, and just as D.L. Moody, which I mentioned in an example earlier in the previous video. And ultimately, as individuals who follow God, we must never forget what Christ has done, never give up in our faith, always continue to act out in our faithfulness, always continue to be reminded of what the Lord has done, and always continue to stay encouraged. The world around us depends on us making this very commitment. So keep the voice of God ever present in your mind that says, remain faithful to me as I have remained faithful to you. Thank you so much, and that is everything.